Hi, my name is Ava Garf. I am currently a senior in the Experience Design and Management program, and I'm going to answer a few questions about my experience with applying to and preparing to apply to the business school. So one thing that I wish someone had told me before I applied to the business school would be how important it is to do your research about each major. Make sure you're picking the right one for you, and also to, once you pick your major, to make sure you know what they are expecting from you and what they value within the application process, because some majors are different. Some value grades more than others, some value experience a little bit more, some require a resume or a video interview, and so just make sure you know what you should be preparing for and what skills to develop and focus on. Something that I did that was helpful in my application process was that I joined the Experience Design Society Club, and I tried to go to events and get involved there. It also gave me something to put on my resume, and it showed that I was really involved and that I wanted to be around the major and learn more about it. I also did an on-campus internship, which is a class offered through the Marriott Business School where you get a guaranteed internship. And it's a really great way to get started if you don't have any experience in business or within your major. I also volunteered with the BYU USA Experiences sector, which is kind of like the events, student events portion of it, and that gave me experience to put on my resume that was like directly applicable to experience design, which was really great. Something that was surprising to me about applying to the business school was that I was surprised about having to make a video as part of my presentation, because that was unlike anything that I had ever done before in all of my applications. Everything else had always been written, essay-based, everything like that. So that was a change, but it was really fun. It was a really great way to be able to show my creativity and a little bit more of my own personality outside of being on paper. So I actually really appreciated it, but I did not expect it. So I got a lot of information from the Marriott Business School website. So they have a general page that talks specifically about all the application information for the business majors and different tips. And then within that page, they have linked one for each individual major that gives you specialized tips about what your major is looking for in your application. So that general page and the EXDM page was super helpful for me. Additionally, I talked a lot to people who were already in the major or who had looked at it. People are just a great resource and they're so willing to help. So if you know people or if you have anybody that you've been wanting to ask, I'd say don't hesitate to reach out to them. I think me and every other experience design major and probably any other business major would be super willing to give any tips or advice. So I would say for experience design, try to get as much experience as you possibly can, whether that be through volunteering, getting a part-time job in the experience industry, doing an internship, joining the club. That's always a great thing to do. I think experience design looks for you wanting to be involved and trying to participate in and help design experiences in whatever way you can. So that is really helpful. I would say, kind of as I mentioned earlier, do your research, make sure the program that you are looking at is the right fit for you and that you want to go into a career through it that will help you, that you'll be passionate about, and that you feel good about going into that. And then once you decide that, make sure you know what they want from you and what they're looking for in the students that they are admitting to their program. Additionally, I would say, don't be afraid to get help from other people on your application, especially with the Marriott Business School resume. That's a super important thing for almost all of the applications. I think everyone except for accounting has to submit a resume in that format. And the BYU Career Services has a lot of good helps with your resume, mock interviews, anything that your application might require. That would help a lot. Also, take advantage of your resources. Don't be afraid to friend students and faculty on LinkedIn. Don't be afraid to email professors. They have their contact information available on websites. And just try to network before you even get into the program. That is super, super helpful. And believe in yourself. You got this.